Fasting during Ramadan is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. True, fasting Psalm during Ramadan is a fundamental practice in Islam. The month of Ramadan was first revealed to the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, in the city of Mecca. False. The first revelation occurred in the cave of Hira near Mecca, not during Ramadan itself. Muslims must fast from sunrise to sunset during Ramadan. False. Muslims fast from dawn, Fajr, to sunset, Maghrib. Children are required to fast during Ramadan. False. Children are not required to fast until they reach puberty. Ramadan is the 9th month of the Islamic lunar calendar. True, Ramadan is indeed the 9th month of the Hijri calendar. The night of decree, Laylat al-Qadr, occurs during the last 10 nights of Ramadan. True, Laylat al-Qadr is believed to occur in the last 10 nights of Ramadan. Eating and drinking are prohibited during the day in Ramadan. True, Muslims abstain from eating and drinking from dawn to sunset during Ramadan. Suhoor is the meal eaten before dawn during Ramadan. True, Suhoor is the pre-dawn meal before the fast begins. Eid al-Fitr marks the end of Ramadan. True, Eid al-Fitr is the festival that celebrates the end of Ramadan. It is mandatory to pay Zakat al-Fitr before the Eid prayer. True, Zakat al-Fitr must be paid before the Eid prayer to purify those who fast from any indecent act or speech. Fasting during Ramadan exempts Muslims from performing their regular prayers. False. Muslims must continue to perform their 5 daily prayers even during Ramadan. Ramadan fasting is only for abstaining from food and drink. False. Fasting in Ramadan includes abstaining from food, drink, and sinful behavior. Traveling allows a Muslim to break their fast during Ramadan. True, travelers are permitted to break their fast and make up the days later. The Quran was revealed during the month of Ramadan. True, the Quran was revealed during Ramadan, specifically on Laylat al-Qadr. Taraweeh prayers are optional prayers performed only in Ramadan. True, Taraweeh are extra prayers performed by Sunni Muslims at night in the Islamic month of Ramadan. Drinking water is allowed during the fast if one feels thirsty. False. Drinking any liquid breaks the fast. Charity is highly encouraged during the month of Ramadan. True, acts of charity are especially encouraged during Ramadan. If someone breaks their fast intentionally without a valid reason, they must fast for 60 consecutive days. True, This is one of the forms of expiation, kafara, for breaking the fast intentionally. Pregnant or breastfeeding women are exempt from fasting if it poses a risk to their health. True, pregnant or breastfeeding women can be exempt if fasting poses a health risk. The fast begins at the first light of dawn, Fajr. True, the fast begins at Fajr and ends at Maghrib. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, recommended breaking the fast with dates. True, it is a sunnah to break the fast with dates. Muslims must only abstain from food during daylight hours in Ramadan. False. Muslims must abstain from food, drink, and other invalidators during daylight hours. Non-Muslims are required to fast during Ramadan if they live in a Muslim country. False. Fasting is obligatory only for Muslims. The prayer recited to break the fast is called Iftar. False. Iftar is the meal to break the fast. The prayer is called dua. Fasting during Ramadan is optional for the elderly. True, elderly people who cannot fast due to health reasons are exempt. Eating intentionally after Fajr invalidates the fast. True, eating or drinking intentionally after Fajr invalidates the fast. Intention niyyah to fast must be made before Fajr every day during Ramadan. True niyyah must be made before Fajr for the fast to be valid. Laylat al-Qadr is the most important night in the Islamic calendar. True, Laylat al-Qadr is considered the most significant night, better than 1,000 months. Fasting is required only during the daylight hours of Ramadan. True, fasting is from dawn until sunset during Ramadan. Menstruating women are exempt from fasting and must make up the missed days later. True, menstruating women do not fast and must make up the days later. Reading the Quran during Ramadan is highly recommended. True, reciting and reflecting on the Quran is especially recommended during Ramadan. Missing a fast without a valid reason requires only asking for forgiveness. False. Missing a fast without a valid reason requires making up the day and possibly expiation. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, said that the gates of paradise are opened during Ramadan. True, according to Hadith, the gates of paradise are opened and the gates of hell are closed during Ramadan. Performing good deeds during Ramadan has the same reward as any other month. False. Good deeds are believed to be multiplied in reward during Ramadan. It is permissible to brush your teeth while fasting. True, brushing teeth is permissible, but care should be taken not to swallow water or toothpaste. Fasting during Ramadan is required for every Muslim, regardless of health. False. Those with health issues, pregnant women, and travelers may be exempt. Suhoor is not necessary for a valid fast. False. While not obligatory, Suhoor is highly recommended and considered a sunnah. Laylat al-Qadr occurs on the 27th night of Ramadan. True, many Muslims believe Laylat al-Qadr falls on the 27th night, though it could be any of the last 10 odd nights. Muslims are encouraged to pray tahajjud during Ramadan. True, tahajjud, a late-night prayer, is highly encouraged during Ramadan. Smoking breaks the fast. True, smoking invalidates the fast as it involves inhaling substances into the body. The Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, received the first revelation during the month of Ramadan. True, the first revelation occurred in Ramadan in the cave of Hira. The fasting during Ramadan begins at the first sighting of the crescent moon. True, the sighting of the crescent moon marks the beginning of Ramadan. Listening to music is prohibited during fasting in Ramadan. False. While opinions vary, it is not explicitly prohibited. However, many choose to refrain to maintain spiritual focus. Taraweeh prayers are compulsory for all Muslims during Ramadan. False. Taraweeh prayers are sunnah, highly recommended, not compulsory. During Ramadan, Muslims believe that the rewards for good deeds are multiplied. True, good deeds are believed to have multiplied rewards during Ramadan. Breaking the fast with water and dates is a tradition of the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him. True, it is a sunnah to break the fast with dates and water. Engaging in sinful behavior during Ramadan invalidates the fast. False. Sinful behavior does not invalidate the fast, but it diminishes the spiritual rewards. The month of Ramadan ends with the festival of Eid al-Fitr. True, Ramadan concludes with the celebration of Eid al-Fitr. Intentionally vomiting invalidates the fast. True, deliberate vomiting breaks the fast. Making up missed fasts, qada, must be done before the next Ramadan. True, missed fasts should be made up before the arrival of the next Ramadan.